I wanted to do a video about would you bug in or would you bug out during a gas attack, and or some sort of chemical spill. And I think the standard idea is that you'd bug out, most people would have, but then I was sort of thinking, in some cases actually staying in your house would be a better scenario. So here's like the scenario. I mean, it would vary a bit depending on what the gas is and everything, but there's been some sort of chemical spill or chemical leak, and there's a cloud of vapour that's toxic that's around. So I guess your immediate thought would be that you'd get your gas mask on, maybe your NBC suit, and you'd flee for it. Now that's probably the best situation if you can get out, but how would you know how far it's gone to and everything like that, unless it's sort of posted everywhere on the news? However, what might be a safer scenario would to actually be to simply seal all your windows and wet sort of towels and blankets and things like that and put them around the cracks and doors and windows, and try and sort of actually bug down till all of it was over. Now, the reason I was sort of thinking about this is during the Bhopal gas disaster in India, which is the world's worst industrial accident as far as I'm aware by sort of body count and sort of long-term health issues, most people fled in the streets when it happened, which resulted in more people being, in contact with the deadly gas. Whereas people who stayed in their houses and tried to sort of block up doorways and windows actually had a much better survival rate. So that's what I was thinking. Obviously, if you had a mask and NVC suit, you're going to be, prepared regardless, as long as you have time to get them on. But what would actually be the, that's what I was thinking, what would be the better scenario? So I think, yeah, for lots of people, bugging in a sense, would be better. So, as I was saying, what you'd need to do is, if you knew that there was some sort of cloud of vapour coming, you'd have to soak blankets and towels and everything in water, and then put them along any cracks with windows or doors, and close any air vents into the house and things like that. Because most actual vapours will struggle to get through wet cloth if it's sort of thick enough, and put down under doorways, around windows and things like that. Obviously, as said before, like I'm doing in this video, if you don't have proper NBC suits, you can improvise quite easily with raincoats. Obviously, you wouldn't want to keep any of your skin sort of exposed, but simply doing a drawstring hood up around a mask like this one, while it's not perfect, it is much better than not doing anything. Especially if it's not something as deadly as nerve agents that would, immediately kill or incapacitate you, but if it was just some sort of agent that would cause problems to your skin, doing something like this with this hood would actually work surprisingly well. As you can see, now I've done those up, that's got a really good actual seal around the mask, so I'm quite pleased with that actually. Maybe I'll use this raincoat in another improvised NBC suit test, but I was saying, what you want to do is, if you're actually not leaving, is to really prevent any vapour getting into your house. And as long as it might be a cleaned up thing fairly soon, that's probably a better survival odd than actually running for it. Because, as I said, if you have got a suit and a mask on, you can really do what you want and you'd be alright. Whereas I'd normally suggest, if there's vapour coming or some sort of fallout coming, you try and get away from the area. If there's no chance of that, actually bugging in and doing it properly probably gives you a very good survival odd, as compared to, making a run for it and then not really knowing where you're going and where it's safe. So, there you go. That's my suggestion from everything I've read and researched, is in the event of some sort of chemical sort of attack or industrial accident, if you don't know where is safe and where isn't, it probably is safest to bug in rather than bug out.